The nearly 15-year-old case of Ellen Greenberg. The Pennsylvania teacher was found dead with 20 stab wounds, and her death was ruled a suicide. But the medical examiner now reversing that ruling. Senior correspondent Brian Enton has an update, including Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro's reaction to this news.
It's a case that medical and law enforcement experts say has not made any sense since the beginning. Ellen Greenberg, a young teacher, found stabbed more than 20 times in her Philadelphia apartment in 2011. The medical examiner initially calling it a homicide, then changing it to suicide. Now, 14 years later, saying it's not a suicide. And at the center of the murder controversy is Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro, who as Attorney General inherited the case and sided with the suicide determination. For the first time, Shapiro reacting to the revelation from the medical examiner that the death could in fact be murder.
What would you like to see happen? Do you think there should be a new criminal investigation?
Well, look, I don't think I should speak for the city of Philadelphia and why they chose to make the decision they did. But let me just offer maybe some broader comments. First off, as a father of four, my heart breaks for the Greenberg family.
The case has politically been a thorn in the side for Governor Shapiro, with reports his involvement may have swayed Kamala Harris away from choosing him as her running mate. Ellen Greenberg's parents have been publicly critical of him for not doing more to investigate and say he has connections to Ellen's fiancé.
There's nothing I wanted more than to give these parents some finality, some answers, some clarity. And we received more evidence, more information during the course of our investigation that sadly didn't show what they wanted it to show, but actually rather pointed to more data, more information that pointed toward a suicide.
Governor Shapiro says he had more information that pointed toward suicide, but Dr. Wayne Ross, a Pennsylvania neuropathologist who has investigated the case for the Greenberg family for 10 years, says the suicide explanation is impossible. He believes the murder was staged and the initial medical examiner botched the investigation.
Do you believe that there was strangulation?
Yes.
To medical certainty?
To reasonable degree of medical certainty, she was strangled, yeah. I would testify in the court of law. I've said it in my reports.
Do you think there's any signs of abuse before the death?
I'm concerned about that, yes. And the reason I'm concerned about that is the bruises to the wrists, obviously the strangulation, but there's extensive bruises to the lower legs.
Ellen's fiancé, Sam Goldberg, discovered the body. He's never been investigated for or charged with a crime. The big question now, what will happen next with the investigation?
Do you think the medical examiner coming forward now, though, and saying he no longer believes it's a suicide is enough to push this forward? Now, I mean, that's a big change.
Yeah, I think that's a question for the DA in Chester County. It has to have some evidence with it, not just someone feeling different.
Ellen's fiancé, Sam Goldberg, has not responded to our request for comment. No word on exactly who picks up the investigation from here.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.